Good morning. It is Friday, December 30th, meaning that we have just 2 days until our pantry challenge starts. Our pantry challenge is that we're not going to the grocery store at all in January. The purpose is to use up what you have, what you've preserved over the year so far, and to kind of challenge yourself. So I don't want to do a big stockpile. I think that kind of defeats the purpose, but we do have a few errands to run today. Our Azure pickup is this morning, so we'll take you along for that. And then we'll do our normal grocery run. We usually go to Sam's Club and or Aldi every couple of weeks just to stock up on produce. So we'll do that and grab a few household items as well. I mixed up some of the no-knead bread last night, so I am just going to shape this dough. We'll get it for its set, put it in for its second rise while we're out, and then when we come back, we can bake that together and unpack all the goodies we get while we're out. Okay, Azure pickup complete. Off to the grocery store to get the few more things we need for the rest of the month. Okay, our Azure drop is complete. We picked it up. I have a few other things on my list that are really typical groceries that we'll definitely want to pick up before not going for a month. Hot sauce. I did make hot sauce from jalapenos in our garden and it's practically inedible. It's so spicy, so we need some Tabasco sauce. We need dishwasher detergent and laundry detergent. Produce. I'm going to try to get things that last a little bit longer. Like I got cabbage in our Azure order, but I'm going to pick up some kale and things like that. We need Ziploc bags and coffee. We talked about ordering coffee from a roaster that we like in Pittsburgh, so we'll have to decide on that. But long story short, we can't run the risk of running out of coffee in the month of January. So, oh, and salmon. We're out of salmon. All right, off to Sam's Club. So I said I needed laundry detergent, but seeing the pack of laundry detergent here made me realize that I bought these last time I was here, so I did check my receipts. I did indeed buy them, so we'll have to locate those because I don't remember what I did with them, but one less thing on the shopping list. I know I was just making fun of Reno for picking up random things, but whoa. This is on clearance for $13. I think I might need it. Last stop in our pantry challenge prep. We are back from our Azure drop and our grocery shopping, so I thought I would kind of do a haul, show you what we stocked up on. Our Azure haul is definitely a little bit bigger this month. We did not participate last month, and we're not going to participate with the January drop because we're trying not to go grocery shopping. So it's a little bigger than normal. So we'll dig into it, kind of some of the frozen items, the produce, the perishables, and then get into some of the non-perishables that we got. I have my packing list with me in case I forget what something is. So we got these are tortillas that go in the freezer. They're organic white flour tortillas. I thought we could use them for dinners or breakfast burritos. So those will go in the freezer. Now, I got 5 pounds of frozen whole strawberries. We won't be able to have berries all month, so frozen is a second best. And I've gotten some other frozen produce from Azure before and we really liked it. Same to be said with the frozen green beans. We have some produce to start out the month with. We already have produce in the freezers and canned on the shelves, but this will hopefully give us some variety. The best part, the cheese. So we have this cheddar cheese. I think it's 5 or 6 pounds. We'll cut it into chunks, freeze some of it, leave out what we need. We use this to slice, shred, all of the above. It is delicious. Whoa. Similarly, we got a block of mozzarella cheese as well. We have mozzarella and cheddar in the house. We are usually good to go on the cheese front. One thing I was really disappointed I didn't can this year was salsa. So we got a 3-pack of this late July medium salsa to have around. We were running low on honey, or actually we were completely out. So here is a 3-pound jar of wildflower honey. Getting into some of our produce. Got a big old bag of onions here. You know I use a lot of onions. We were running low. I picked up a 5-pound bag of red potatoes. I have 2 5-pound bags of regular potatoes. Some of them feel a little soft, so I'm going to go through those, and if anything is not edible, we'll let Azure know. They're really good about doing refunds. We have some yams here. And then I thought citrus, it's the middle of winter. What's better than a nice citrusy treat? So we got some grapefruits here as well as some oranges. I did get a big bag of carrots. These were on sale. I think they stay good for a while in the refrigerator, so we'll have these for the month. Garlic, we were running low on fresh garlic. And then I got 2 packages of these cabbages. They turned out to be pretty small, but that'll be good. That'll be like 1 meal's worth for us. Got a 3-pack of tortilla chips. The sell-by date on this is quite a bit away, so if we can control ourselves, this should be a nice treat to have every so often. What else do we have from Azure? Now, a lot of the dried goods. So we have a tri-color quinoa. I'd only gotten the red quinoa before, but we were almost out of that. I don't love to eat quinoa plain. I do make a chilled quinoa salad that's pretty good, but we usually end up mixing quinoa with rice. We have white basmati rice here. I think we were fully out of rice, white rice. We have a 3-bean mix. It's called the Fiesta Medley. I often end up mixing beans for recipes anyway, so I thought we'd give this mix a try. I also might want to try canning beans. I usually make them in my Instant Pot, which really reduces the amount of time, but I think it would be really great to have a convenience item of already cooked canned beans. So I might try that out this month. Raisins. We were out of raisins, so we got a big pack of raisins here. Beef gelatin. You saw that I was mixing gelatin a couple videos ago. So we're going to try this. We like to eat Jell-O, especially when I'm trying to watch what I eat, be calorie conscious. So you can make Jell-O with your own juices and just make it at home. So I'm excited to try that. And then finally, we're going to give some of their coffee a try, Catalina's coffee. And I think this is the last bit of the Azure haul, but we have this peppercorn mix, colorful. We're gonna grind some of that up to have just to use on the table. And then the ground cumin, which I was missing in previous recipes. So I think that rounds out what we got from Azure. Again, a pretty big order, just knowing that we didn't shop last month or this upcoming month. It's kind of a 3-month drop for us. Next, we'll go through what I got at Sam's Club. Because we order in bulk, we usually end up going to Sam's Club to get produce, Sam's Club or Aldi, every couple of weeks. That's really been a big change. We don't do a ton of grocery shopping. So this kind of looks like a regular grocery trip for us. So let's see here. Okay, so in the produce department, we have some mushrooms. We have a pack of bell peppers. We have a big mix of these greens, which will be good for salads. We have mini cucumbers. I love these. I'm back to liking cucumbers. We had so many this summer, I thought I never wanted to eat a cucumber again, but we picked some of these up. Some Brussels sprouts. These should keep pretty well. A bag of apples. We got some tomatoes on the vine. Let's see what else. Some white grapes, and then here's, I picked up some of the salmon, wild caught, Alaskan sockeye salmon. I had mentioned wanting some of this. We were running pretty low on seafood. And then the final food item from Sam's Club is I got this 3-pack of half gallons of organic whole milk. I use this instead of cream. I use this to make our Greek yogurt, and the sell by date isn't until March 1st. So while we already have some in the refrigerator, it'll be nice to be stocked up so we don't run out. I also got some freezer bags, gallon and quart. It's the time of year we were going through a lot of the bags, making freezer meals, packaging up cookies and baked goods for the holidays, so we definitely needed a restock on that, and that should hopefully last us the year. I made one more stop at Giant Eagle. So I like to use the FlashFood app. I'll put the link in the description for the referral code, so if you want to try it out, you can get money off. But what FlashFood is the grocery stores that participate put their food up that is coming to date, to expire, or maybe something that's going out of season. So I got 2 pieces of salmon here. They were half off, which I think is a really great deal. The sell by date is January 1st. So we're gonna eat one of these for dinner tonight, and I'll put the other one in the freezer. I also was intrigued by this cauliflower rice that comes in a box. Rice made from lentil, pea, and cauliflower flowers. So we'll try this out. These were also very, very discounted. I'll let you know if we like them. And then Sam's Club didn't have kale. I wanted to make sure we had some kale since this is pretty hardy and should last us a while in the refrigerator. I also got ahead of red cabbage. We had a tangy red cabbage for dinner the other night with a pork loin, delicious. And then there was no way we could go a month without a hot sauce. I made a hot sauce. It was absolutely ridiculously spicy. It's not an everyday thing, so we picked up some hot sauce as well. So now comes the fun part, putting this all away. Some of these bulk items, especially these dried goods that we won't go through, that'll take us a while to go through, we want to make sure they're stored and preserved well so they don't lose their freshness. So I'll use things like our food saver to either put things in vacuum sealed bags or vacuum seal them in a jar. We'll freeze some of these things, so I'll take you along for putting all the groceries away. Okay, so we got the bulk items put away, the things that need to go in the refrigerator. I have a little station set up here with the food saver and all of our dried goods that we're going to need to kind of portion out. But I'm going to take a trip to an apple farm really quick with my friend from out of town. She's in town visiting. I want to see if they have any storage apples that will get us through the rest of winter. If not, we'll just be a fun adventure. I had mentioned the potatoes being soft, so they're a little bit moist. They have condensation, and I kind of think it's just from being in the truck with other cold or moist items. So I'm gonna let them dry out, kind of cure like you do potatoes from the garden. But I think all of them should be salvageable, so more to come on that. We're back from our outing. I went to a local, I don't even know what, orchard and cider company. I got a 10-pound bag of apples. I asked for good storage apples, then he asked me if I wanted tart or sweet. I said tart. I'm not sure if that was the right choice, but he said these should be good for up to 3 months. So this should get us through the winter with apples. We might go through more than this, but it's a good start. I also picked up 2 jugs of apple cider that they had there. I made the mistake of asking which one he recommended, which was his favorite. He said that's as personal as choosing your favorite child. So I went with both of them. I'm thinking tomorrow for New Year's Eve, I might try to put this. Moose is super excited for the cider too. I think I might try to carbonate this in my soda stream, create some sparkling cider for New Year's Eve. So we'll let you know how that goes. Okay, so let's get started with putting away the rest of our Azure order. I have the food saver out, I have some jars up there, so we'll get started. This is what I used for rice last time, so I'm just going to refill it. This is onion powder. I got the onion powder and the mustard seed in my last order, and I never did anything with them. So this onion powder is in a nice sealable pouch already, so I'm just going to put it in a jar to keep it up with the other spices. smells like onions. Onion powder's done. I have cumin. It smells like chili. You don't like this. I think I might keep the mustard seeds in here because I have a recipe that I want to make with mustard seed. I think I want to make some cranberry mustard. That will be one of our canning projects this month. The peppercorn, I want to grind some of this up just to use in cooking and on the table. So we'll get the blender out when we're done with the food saver. Next up, raisins. Oh, this bag is interesting. It's not just paper, it's like lined on the inside. Okay, so these will be the raisins that we keep up here in the pantry. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with the rest of these. I feel like if I put them in a food saver bag and they're all vacuum sealed together, they'll just come out as one big clump. So I might just put them in a couple of jars and vacuum seal the jar. We'll do that. I don't think I realized the quantity of raisins I ordered. So we have this for the pantry, and we have 2 quarts and almost a pint to put in our storage downstairs. I'm going to get the food saver turned on and see if I can remember how to use this attachment. Okay, that's it. See, we got a good seal on this. Not a replacement for canning, but for dried goods like this, it'll keep a really nice shelf life. So I'll go ahead and do the other 2. Okay, so we have most of our dried goods done. Anything that we're gonna keep in the pantry up here, we just have a twist top on for easy use. And then we sealed lids onto these other ones to go into storage in the basement. So when the ones up here run out, we'll just go down to the basement and refill with our fresh jars downstairs. So next up, we're going to work on the cheese. I'm going to keep a little bit in the refrigerator of each. So I'm going to label these bags 1 cheddar and 1 Mott's. Okay, so I think we'll separate the cheddar into 4 blocks. Okay, we'll keep this in the refrigerator. We can use that to slice or shred. And then we're going to vacuum seal a few of these for in the freezer. I never get the size of these bags right, either too big or too small. Okay, so we have our first portion for the freezer done. I put a C on it for cheddar. Whoa. And we have the cheddar and the mozzarella ready to go for in the refrigerator. So we'll just portion out the rest of these, get them sealed and ready for in the freezer. All right, so we have a big pile of cheese here ready to go into the freezer. The very last thing that we have to process put away from our Azure order is this peppercorn mix. I'm going to blend it up in this blender. I don't have a spice grinder. And put it in this jar so we have it for cooking and to fill up our shaker with. I do have a pepper mill, but sometimes that just doesn't cut it. That smells delicious. It has black pepper, white pepper, pink peppercorn, and green peppercorn. Not really sure what that means, but what the difference is other than color. Okay, I would say that's good. My handy canning funnel. I don't know what in life I did. Ooh, it's peppery. Before my canning funnels. We will use the rest of this to fill up our pepper shaker. All right, that wraps up our day of grocery shopping and getting our groceries put away to make sure they are preserved for freshness. This month was kind of an extreme since we know we won't be grocery shopping the rest of the month and haven't had an Azure drop for a couple of months, but I know that I have really changed my grocery shopping habits since buying in bulk. A lot less trips to the grocery stores, less money on those kind of impulse purchases, and being a lot more mindful of what we're buying for groceries. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please make sure that you're subscribing so you can follow us along as we're doing the pantry challenge in the month of January. We'll see you again soon.